Hey folks, welcome to Let's Play Baldur's Gate, Part 22.
Camaraderie, adventure,
Shut up, Minx.
and steel
And,
on steel.
Vidlaria has
This
decided
type of
to
legend,
undertake the
right,
task
Boo?
of ridding the Sword Coast of the madman Basilisk. She's, heard recent rumors that he lies within the area here, a full day from Burgost to the southwest. So, we are traveling, and we have made it without any kind of
All
combat.
I wish is to continue my journey. Friends await while I must suffer this tiresome dance.
And,
Does the mere mention of Drizzt attract your ilk?
Drizzt, apparently catching up with us after, a few days. Good hunting, friend. I found a peculiar scroll on one of the bodies of some gnolls who accosted me. It appears to be a page torn from a large volume, and I do not recognize the language. Maybe it is some kind of cipher. A bad sign, that is. Perhaps the gnolls in the area serve someone more formidable, and that is why they the way they communicate? Boo says it looks like Danaher's handwriting. My witch will make sense of it in no time. Witch? Well, my enthusiastic friend, you are welcome to keep the parchment. If you have a learned scholar, perhaps they could take a look at this. It might be important and shed light on some intrigue. Danaher, look, we found writing. And Boo squeaks. Danaher chiming in. Minsk, where didst thou find this parchment torn from my journal? With this dark-looking elf. Boo says he is a great warrior. Ah, I see that you are a Hathran scholar. Perhaps you can help me. I have the solution to thy puzzle, good elf. This page was torn from my journal. I was a captive of gnolls for a long time, and they have stolen it from me. Hast thou found but one page? Just one, milady. But the presence of one page is the indication that the whole journal might be nearby, or carried off by someone of their number who escaped. Vidlaria, 'tis quite important to recover the journal. Well, she does want to undertake the task of slaying Basilisk and ridding the Sword Coast of him. Danaher is a good friend, so we'll give the thieves a chase. And Drizzt talking. Vidlaria, I will gladly help, as you have helped me earlier. I was going to patrol hereabouts regardless. We can search the area quickly enough. If we split forces, what say you? Sounds like a good plan. I'll do it. Well met, let us convene here after a day of searching. Okay. We have gained a torn parchment from Danaher's journal. This page of parchment is torn along one edge as if ripped from a large book. The surface is covered in fine, spidery writing, which seems to change shape even as you look. There's no discernible pattern, rhyme, or reason to the symbols, although they do not appear to be magical. This looks to be important. You should probably keep it on your person. We're going to go ahead and give that to Danaher, as it is hers, and restock our ammo. Let's see. That should be good. Alright, so Drizzt is going to be searching for the journal for the rest of the day. And I suppose we'll take a look around after a day of searching. Although Basilisk is... Whoa! A pack of gnolls ambushes us from nowhere, yelling at us. Here, boys, we do not fight. We came to warn the witch that the Old One is hunting her. He sent out others, many more than us, to find her and bring her back in. Down here. Stay thy hand, Vidlaria. I do not see malice in these creatures' eyes. Minsk. Gnolls! Minsk hates gnolls, right, Boo? They took Danaher. Stand easy, Minsk. Vidlaria, if thou art willing, allow me to trade a few words with the gnolls. We do trust down here with our lives, as she certainly trusts her life to us. So we're gonna tell her very well down here. But if they make a single gesture, we will cut them down immediately. The Gnoll chimes in. The witch's book shows us that the killing is wrong. Curious, tell me, my good Gnoll, how has it come to pass that thou and thy companions acquired that conviction? The Old One ordered to find the witch. Hound said we'd sooner find her by scent, and all we had was the witch's book. So Hound ordered me to rip it apart and divide between others. I did. Then me and my pack saw the light. Instead of hunting the witch, we came to warn her. Down here, 'tis as I have suspected. A priest of Mistra blessed my journal, Vidlaria, and placed a ward on it that any creature of evil disposition wouldst return around for a time. In its nature, shouldst try to open it without mine permission. Breaking the journal must have made the enchantment more potent, as the foursome was affected, and it still did not wear off. Vidlaria's gonna speak directly to the Gnolls. Well, thank you, Gnoll, I suppose. Do you happen to know where we can find Danaher's journal? Does the Old One have it? The Gnoll says, we keep the book when we find it. Others have it. It showed us the light. Maybe it showed the light to others, or protect us from the Old One. Danaher does want her journal back, so I'm not sure letting the Gnolls keep it would be the best idea. Sorry, I'm reading these dialogue options pretty carefully. We're gonna tell the Gnoll, good luck. I wish you well, but we seek the book for Danaher. Leave this area now. Do not stray, for we will be watching you carefully. The Gnoll says, if you want to kill us, we will defend ourselves. We will not raise our weapons otherwise, and the party has gained 2,000 experience points for peacefully negotiating with the Gnolls and getting some key information. Let's go ahead and quick save. I wonder what Drizzt turns up. Let's see. In our path here is 2 Dreadwolves, and I wonder who the Old One is. That's kind of interesting. Not sure if Danaher knows anything that she's not telling us. Alright, let's see. Minx, why don't you go ahead and close with this one? Vidlaria, why don't you cast... Actually, wasn't everyone back up? And Minx, you go ahead and close. Okay. You 3, fire. Vidlaria, Melf's acid arrow. And start slinging. First Dreadwolf is near death. And is dead. Next, we're all gonna focus on the remaining Dreadwolf and hopefully take it out. Okay, let's see. The Dreadwolf, near death, makes a break straight for Vidlaria, so she's gonna run behind everyone else. And let's see, both Dreadwolves taken down. How nice. Without even taking any damage. That is definitely worthy of a quick save, as that's gained us 1,300 experience points. Excellent. Let's see. I suppose while we look for the journal, we'll look for Basilisk as well. And there's a small boy here.
Funny looking.
He says we're funny looking. And he also says for us to be quiet, and that he's spying on Basilisk and his spooks. They're funny. Vidlaria thinks this is quite strange, as she's never heard of a funny spook before. Why are they so funny? Footy? Basilisk keeps on telling these stories about how happy he was as a kid, but all of the spooks just kind of moan and mumble and stuff, like they're not really listening. That's what my brother Johnny used to do before he disappeared, mumble like that when he wasn't really listening. You stay here. I'm gonna go tell my friend Nettie about this place. She'll think it's really funny, what with their daddy gone and all. And Footy runs off. That's a little bit disturbing. Basilisk the murderer. Apparently, within walking distance of this point here, as Footy was keeping an eye on him. Some kind of Stonehenge-esque circle here. And a skeleton, although it's not outrightly hostile, it seems. This looks suspicious. Let's quick save. Is this where Basilisk the murderer lies? Who knows?
Oh, Brother Therm, why not grace our ears with a ripping tale of the old days? Always a delight.
And this appears to be Basilisk. Garrick chiming in. What sorcery is this? He's talking to them. This man is mad. This zombie. Zombie number 1, I'll call him. Oh, don't hesitate on my account. Some of the others might not have heard him. Zombie number 2. Hold your peace then. Though I remember a time back when Zentil Keep, when you would sooner die than be quiet. You would sooner, I'll wait till you feel like telling them yourself. I don't remember the old days so well. Vidloria yelling from afar. You there! What is the meaning of this? Basilisk? Who dares interrupt while I speak with my family? I'll have your heads if you're here to harm the... No! It can't be. Is that you, Mother? It cannot be otherwise. You haven't changed a bit in all these years. Vidloria is going to be taken by this, and feel kind of strange, actually. She's not sure what to say. But, you have mistaken me for someone else, and I think you should come along quietly. No doubt Burgos will have people to properly deal with you, Basilisk. No, time has made you forget, just like all the others, but I can remind you, and we'll all be a happy family again. Hold still. And, as I said when we first met Tarnesh, anytime someone asks you to hold still, it is always a bad sign. Now, the undead here have not quite become hostile, but Basilisk certainly has. Vidloria is going to open up with Melf's acid arrow. Minsk is going to switch to his bow and open fire. Dinah here is going to magic missile.
You're a queer fellow.
Emmeline is going to wave her magical wand of magic missile once more.
Yes, sir.
And Garrick is going to open up with his crossbow. And all the undead have become hostile, so we're gonna back up, as all these skeletons appear to have heavy crossbows. And yeah, they're gonna open fire on us quite readily. So that's not quite what we want. Garrick has been hit with rigid thinking. This is not good, as he may attack our party members. Anyway, these skeletons have come at us along with the zombie. Minsk is going to drink his potion of stone giant strength and close with these skeletons. Vidloria is going to open fire on the zombie, as is everyone else. Let's see. Garrick's still not doing anything. Might be a good thing, actually. Ooh. Not good, folks. One of the skeletons appear to have gotten a critical hit on Vidloria, doing the rest of her hit points, I suppose. And, it's just not a good thing, you know, to have the main character die like that. Anyway, let's reload this quick save and see what we can do differently with this fight.
You're a queer fellow.
Let's take a look at our options here. Minx does have the Boots of Avoidance, so he's going to be quite hard to hit with ranged weaponry. He also has the two-handed Cursed Bastard Sword, which is quite dangerous to use. But we might just have to. Dinah here has Magic Missile and a Scroll of Sleep, which is totally useless at this point. Most of Vidlaria's spells are, well, not most of them, but her two main spells, her sleep spells, aren't very useful. In fact, this is one case where the armor spell might be useful, as she doesn't. It's not good to get hit by magical weapons at this point, as well as the Chromatic Orb spell. Although Magic Missile is a good one at this point on, because she can now cast two of them with one spell. So let's rest and
Yes, sir.
let's see, Garrick. Color Spray doesn't work on undead, so you're gonna need to memorize two Magic Missile spells. And let's remove your armor.
Yeah.
Now, let's not quite do that yet, until after we rest. I'm gonna get attacked. Just like I thought it would. Minx, why don't you go to close? Vidlaria, let's go cast Mel Sasadero. Down here, Magic Missile. And Garrick, I suppose you'll just open fire as well as Imoen. Okay. Imoen, you need to switch to your dagger, as does Garrick. Skeletons have quite the bonus to ranged attacks, which is rather unfortunate, as ranged attacks typically work on any other kind of creatures. So hopefully we just, you know, are able to deal with these without getting too hurt. Let's go ahead and heal Garrick for 5 points of damage. And Vidlaria is going to take out her staff and try to poke at the skeleton here. Although she does have a pretty bad penalty to hit. Lots of misses going on here. Garrick finally taking out his skeleton, which is a good thing. And let's see. I'm gonna focus on this one and the last remaining skeleton. The reason why skeleton archers are so bad is because, first off, you can't go toe-to-toe with skeletons. Ranged weapons versus ranged weapons. It doesn't really work all too well. Another reason? They don't really drop any money. They don't drop anything particularly useful, which is why I don't like fighting them. And a lot of spells don't work on them, which is just too bad.
Yes, sir.
You point, I punch.
And let's try to rest once more. There we are. Let's quick save. And try our hand at ridding the world of Basilisk once more. Apparently there's a few stray skeletons down here. Let's have Minx close.
What do I got?
They were resurrected.
I am at your service. With joy,
Let's not have down here go toe-to-toe with one. That doesn't seem to be the best option. Let's see.
Go for the ice boot.
And let's take out this last remaining one. Well, no, two more have come in from the south. But fortunately, even though skeletons get all kinds of bonuses, they're not very tough in melee combat, which is a rather good thing. Imowen hit for 2 points of damage. That's not too major. And we get rid of the last skeleton. Or not. There's yet another one. And yeah, Garrick taking 2 points of damage.
What you want?
And hopefully now we have gotten rid of the last remaining skeleton. And let's see. Let's go ahead and cast the armor spell. Get rid of Garrick's armor for right now.
They wish my ear?
And let's try this out, folks. Gonna quick save before the fight starts.
Very well. Whatever, if you say.
There we are. Now, we've already gone through this, so I'm just going to pick the exact same dialogue options.
Always a delight.
Let's try to charm Basilisk.
You point, I punch.
Let's have Minx close with the zombie.
Kicking for goodness.
And Imowen gonna use the Wand of Magic Missiles. Donna here going to use Magic Missile on the zombie as well. And Garrick going to use Magic Missile on the zombie as well.
I'm waiting.
Vidlaria is kind of in a dangerous spot yet again. So for right now, she's going to take off the Boots of Grounding and put on the Boots of Avoidance. And put... oh, there they are. Boots of Avoidance, just in case. We do not successfully charm Basilisk, which is not a good thing. So Vidlaria is going to fall back and give the boots back to Minsk, as he looks like he's going to need them. Minsk, why don't you go ahead and drink your potion of Stone Giant Strength?
I care not.
Imowen, why don't you use your, actually, no, this thing's near death.
Just ask. Whatever you
Minsk is hit for 8 points of damage total now. Vidlaria is hit with Rigid Thinking, which is not the best option.
At once.
What you want?
Let's see.
You point, full plate, and butt kicking for goodness.
I am at your service.
Let's have these two switch to ranged weapons. We're gonna have Garrick cast Mirror Image. We're gonna have Imowen attack the zombie as well as Minsk. And Donna here is going to cast Magic Missile on the zombie as well. Vidlaria still being hit, or still affected by Rigid Thinking. Minsk has been hit by another skeleton, so he's gonna swallow a potion of healing. One zombie gets taken out. Garrick's gonna cast a Magic Missile on the last remaining zombie, number 3. Imowen will use her wand on zombie number 3. And Donna here will use her final Magic Missile on zombie number 3. Minsk will try to kill it with a sword. Donna here has been targeted by a skeleton, so she's going to fall back momentarily. Definitely going to fall back and drink a potion. Zombie number 3 goes down. Basilisk appears to have disappeared, but I'm not complaining.
Butt kicking for goodness.
Let's see. Minsk is going to close.
Yes, sir.
Garrick is going to reapply his... okay, can't change armor during combat. That is kind of bad, but he's going to charge nonetheless. Imowen's going to whip out her dagger, and Minsk is going to tangle with these skeletons. Donna here is going to cast her final Magic Missile on the skeleton that Imowen and Garrick are attacking. Let's see. Garrick one-shots one of these skeletons.
Whatever they need.
Let's see. Actually, Donna here is going to cast Magic Missile on Basilisk. Minsk is going to charge straight at Basilisk.
What you want?
Go for the eyes, boo.
Villaria's been hit. Is attacking herself, it seems. Let's see. Minsk has been hit. We're gonna have Minsk use a potion of healing, and he's going to equip the cursed two-handed +3 two-handed sword. So he is now no longer under our control. Done here spell going off. Hits Basilisk. Minsk does 20 damage to the skeleton closest to him. And Garrick and Imoen trying to take out these skeletons. Vidlaria is still affected by rigid thinking. Minsk takes out yet another skeleton. And yet another skeleton. Minsk gets hit. He's down to 12 hit points. Garrick and Imoen take out another skeleton. Basilisk has casted Entangle, so Garrick, Imoen, and Danahir are going to move out of the area as quick as possible. Let's see, Imoen gets caught, so she's going to switch to her bow and attack Basilisk.
They wish my ear.
Danahir is going to move over here, as will Garrick.
With joy, sir. At once.
And Garrick is going to attack Basilisk. Danahir will be casting Chromatic Orb on him. And then switching to her Slingstone. Rigid Thinking still affecting Vidlaria. Minsk is about to die, but he's definitely been a great help up to this point. And Basilisk has gone down. And let's see, Imoen is now free of the Entangle spell.
Whatever they need.
And all three of us are gonna, well, the three I can control are gonna run back to Vidlaria.
No less than that.
And Minsk, since he is berserking, is just going to wail on the skeletons as best he can. And Vidlaria way off over in the distance. Hopefully she doesn't draw any monster attention. Minsk appears to be cleaning up quite efficiently. Vidlaria is finally back into our control. I'm not sure. I didn't expect Minsk to do so well. He's trapped by the Entangle spell. And now that combat's finally over, he appears to no longer be cursed. But he still can't get rid of the sword in his hands. So he's going to be berserking anytime there is combat from now on until we can remove the curse. But Basilisk has been defeated. And Danahir is leveled up to level 3, I believe. That was a pretty rough battle, folks. Anyway, let's level up Danahir. She has gained 2 second level mage spells, 6 hit points, and her lore has gone up by 3. But she doesn't know any second level spells, which is just really too bad. We'll have to go learn some.
Tell me all about it.
Vidlaria and group are a little bit weary of Minsk, so we're not quite sure what we're gonna do. But let's go ahead and give these bolts to Garrick, as I'm sure he could use them, and re-equip his chainmail. And Minsk, you're on duty for picking up heavy crossbows, as they're pretty valuable, but they do weigh quite a bit. So he's gonna carry as many as he can.
Squeaky wheels get stuck. Full plate and butt kicking for goodness. Squeaky wheels get stuck.
This will actually be worth quite a bit of money. There he is. Down here, let's see if you can pick up one. Good job.
Whatever they need.
Imoen, why don't you pick up one?
I'm gone.
You're encumbered by just a small amount. I suppose we can give this to Garrick. you can hold much, much more.
I'm waiting.
And Vidlaria,
Whatever
being the loot
you
master,
want.
is going to loot Basilisk. He had a bloodstone amulet, chainmail armor, magical gauntlets, a magical warhammer, and of course his holy symbol, which is our sign of defeating him.
Yes.
This is going to be it for part 22, folks. Thanks for watching. Have a
Whatever
very
they
nice
need.
day. I guess before we go, we can read this. Thy happy nature is pleasing, Garrick. One doth not oft encounter such a merry person. Ah, down here. You surely are wrong. There are plenty of happy people around. Life is glorious. How could anyone be unhappy? In more ways than thou canst imagine, Garrick. Ah, show me a man unhappy, and I shall fix his mood with the jolly song in a matter of minutes. Thou supposest? I do not suppose. I know it. Look down here. Whenever a poetic melancholy grips at my heart, I only have to whistle a couple of verses of A Night and a Basket of Turnips, and the dark cloud of sadness is, poof, gone for good. Mayhap thou canst teach me the next time I feel a longing for my homeland, ever it maketh me sad. Ma'am? Maybe not that particular song. I know many others just as jolly. Later, folks.